After a year of back-to-back failures, global humiliation over the Afghanistan withdrawal, and plunging poll numbers, President Biden and Democrats saw an opportunity in Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Just take a look at these headlines from the Washington Post. Columnist Jennifer Rubin: Biden can hope the worst is behind him. That's right, The Atlantic proclaimed it's hard to imagine that any of his rivals from the last election could have matched the president's performance in this crisis. Even Fox News joined in the chorus. Quote, historians say Biden could be saved from a Carter-esque foreign policy failure through Ukraine's heroism. Okay. And all this worked for a little while. Biden saw a slight bump in his poll numbers following the State of the Union. But even all those talking points, which were MAGA talking points, by the way, couldn't eclipse the real financial pain that many Americans were experiencing every single day. Gas prices around the country have soared and continue to soar. Inflation hit another 40-year high. Jimmy Carter, anyone? So Democrats started blaming, you guessed it, not themselves or their stupid policies, Vladimir Putin for everything.
Putin began amassing troops along the border, and guess what? The world took notice.
The larger issue about Putin's tax, that's really Putin's gas hike. That's his gas hike.
Because of the actions of President Putin, because he invaded a sovereign country, that created instability in the markets. That is something the president talked about even before Russia and President Putin moved forward with their actions.
What's it like to live like that? As like a liar, as someone who can look directly into a camera and just lie your face off. Liar, liar, pants on fire. The problem is that just a few months ago, Democrats were not blaming Putin. They were literally thanking Joe Biden for bringing gas prices down a whole whopping 30 cents. Now Biden flies off the handle. I mean, the guy freaks out and loses it at the mere suggestion that he's responsible for anything.
So I'm sick of this stuff. We have to talk about it because the American people think the reason for inflation is government spending more money. Simply not true.
People believe it's spending more money. Watch it, Joe. Your dentures are going to fly out. Tough times for Joe Biden, getting angry there. Check his blood pressure, Jill. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the world wouldn't be in this position if Biden did what he promised to do on the campaign trail. What he said repeatedly he would do that Trump could not do, and that is to go toe-to-toe with Vladimir Putin and contain Russia. Joe Biden said this, and he failed, clearly. Now the only thing he can do is impose crippling sanctions on Russia. Yes, they are having a devastating effect on Russia, fine, but the impact of those sanctions won't be limited to Russia's borders. We live in a global economy. We're already starting to feel some of the pain here at home, and it's going to get worse. For the first time in 2 decades, there are new fears of both a U.S. and European global recession. It's not good. And forget about gas prices. Some experts are now warning that fertilizer supplies may be a huge issue caused by the Ukraine-Russia crisis. And it could spark widespread famine. Joy, yay, great. Way to go, 81 million people, Biden voters. You guys put us in this compromising position. Biden promised to contain Putin. Instead, he's destroying the U.S. economy and overseeing a world catastrophe.